That's right.
And Deb is coming to us from the state of Missouri. She's a licensed instructor. She's got a master's in education and counseling psychology. She's a broker. She also is the co-founder of My Real Estate Brain, an education company in the state of Missouri. And just recently, actually, Deb, you came in and taught professional standards, maybe like a full day professional standards. And you may or may not know the reviews that we got, but they were outstanding. People absolutely loved it and can't wait to have you back again this next year, which I don't even know if you know that or not, but you're coming back next year.
I didn't know that. Now I'm happy.
Yeah, so Deb, we're really excited for you to join us for a little bit here to talk about cybersecurity. You're going to be teaching a class this year at our OAR conference, and this is going to be a good one. Now, we've talked on Talking Real a lot about cybersecurity. It's one of our first episodes, even we talked about this many times since. So, Deb, give us a little bit, just a real quick overview of what that class may look like, and then maybe we got a couple issues we want to talk about.
Well, when I was first approached to develop this class, honestly, I thought they had the wrong person because I'm not techie at all. I mean, seriously. And I was like, really? But as I started talking to the cybersecurity experts and the people from the FBI, there's one thing that really stood out for me. Over 90%, and some of the studies are higher, of all cybercrime isn't because of a breach in the technology, that stuff I don't understand, but it is us. It's our human behavior and our human emotion. So that's what got me started. And what I want to do, my goal for this day, as always, is to make sure people understand that they are the first step, the best defense to protecting ourselves, our brokerage, and our clients against cyber attacks. So that's what I'm doing. So what we're going to do is dig in to how important the topic is, cybercrime, which we see it in the news all of the time, but most of us think that there's nothing we can do about it to protect ourselves. And it's so far from the truth. We're to spend time talking about emails, which are the biggest door to all of our private information and our clients, and understand how to identify what types of emails you should be wary of and go get help if you don't understand. Ways to look at those. We're going to take a lot of time looking at social media, how that makes us vulnerable, because like a diary, people used to get mad when somebody read their diary. Now we put everything out there in social media and we get mad when people don't read. So we put everything out there and it's like a big jigsaw puzzle. We're giving the cyber criminals all of the pieces of the puzzle, and all they have to do is take a few minutes to put the pieces together, and all of a sudden they've got our passwords and access to not just our information, but again, our brokerages and our clients. And the other thing that I think that everybody needs to be aware of, they think, well, it's not my problem, it's not my issue. But unfortunately, we have a huge liability issue here. We've got brokerages and real estate agents being held liable when they open the door to cyber criminals.
You know, that's an interesting thing you mentioned right off the bat, was most breaches are not necessarily technology related, but human related. And a lot of times people think of protecting themselves with a strong password or something like that, right? And so what are a couple of those human behaviors, without giving away everything, that lead to these breaches?
Yeah, no, I think they prey on our human emotions to get us either. Fear is a great motivator for us, right? Like they'll send an email saying that your account's been compromised or somebody illegal access or something dangerous. Let's think about current events. What's just happened here with the whole COVID issue. The number of scams because people didn't know, they were ignorant of what they should or shouldn't be doing. They were afraid. And they were sending out emails and getting us to click to register for the vaccine or to find out more information. And before we knew it, that was one of the most successful fear attacks that's ever happened in the United States.
Deb, one of the things that we've talked a lot about is wire fraud. That's been a huge thing that has grown from almost nothing a handful of years ago to billions of dollars. And we've talked a lot about that on our podcast. But the other thing that's really growing now are the ransomware attacks. And recently saw one on, I think it was an energy pipeline that was a big one that they had to pay, I don't know how many millions of dollars to get out of that ransomware. We've seen other very large scale major ransomware attacks. So Give us your thoughts a little bit on that. Of what are you seeing in the real estate industry? And that's the thing that concerns me a lot these days.
Right. I think we go back again to those emails we get. And we're not talking about those emails that, remember back in the day where you get those emails and maybe there were a lot of spelling errors or the logo didn't look good. These guys are great. They're artists now. You cannot tell the difference between if you receive an email from, say, a title company that you work with or the lender you work with. You can't tell the difference. So again, what they're doing, because of the run and gun lifestyle that we live, sometimes we're a little inattentive to stopping and checking those emails, and we click because we're afraid that our transaction's going to fall apart. But by clicking, we are like we're launching the ransomware. And within a split second, it is in our computer, and either it takes our computer hostage and all the information in it, or they're just trying to scare us. But like I said, it's only seconds. And the biggest thing I can say is if you think that, that an email that was sent to you for any reason, you pick up the phone, get offline, pick up the phone, call that title company, call that lender, call your client. And again, you have to keep reminding your clients, because this is the first time for many that they've ever been through a real estate transaction, or if they've been through many, it might have been many years since they have. So things have evolved. So we used to think that that wasn't our problem, but actually it is, because again, we are a prime target for these cyber criminals, because we're dealing with lots of money at any given time and lots of people's private information. So when in doubt, check it out. Pick up the phone from a number not off of that email. Call whatever provider you're dealing with. It could even be the building inspector. We're all susceptible to cyber attacks.
That's right. I like that line, when in doubt, check it out. Did you coin that yourself?
Oh, I think I've heard that many times. One of these days I'll come up with my own, right?
That's good though. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, and it's not, I think some people are afraid because they're embarrassed that they don't know or whatever it might be. But this is not the time to be embarrassed. This is the time to go to your broker, your legal counsel, or your IT department and make sure, because if you're being sent those emails, odds are a lot of other people in your brokerage are too.
Yeah, I mean, just talking personally here at the office, whenever someone gets a weird email, usually 2 or 3 people get a weird email.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And sometimes they're totally harmless, but more times than not, I don't want to keep running down the highway way fast and thinking everybody else is going to get pulled over, because eventually we'll all get pulled over.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Deb, we're super excited to have you coming in later on this year. So your session is going to be on Monday, September 13th, and at 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. So look forward to that. Put that in your calendar if you're going to be attending, when you're going to be attending. So we know
Right.
everybody listening and seeing this is going to be attending
That's right.
our
Yeah.
OAR conference, which you can get registered for by going to oarconference.com. Registration is live. This is going to be fantastic. It's going to be live in person in Oklahoma City at the new Omni Hotel. So it's going to be fantastic, beautifully new, brand new. And Deb, we're so excited to have you come in. You've just been a wonderful gift to the state of Oklahoma. To come in. Everybody here just loves you. So it's going to be a fantastic session. I can't wait to attend. This is obviously something that Nabil and I just love to talk about. And so we're excited to have your expertise come in.
Now, and my goal is, again, I want to give somebody something of value out of this course that they can use immediately to better protect themselves and their clients.
Awesome.
Well, Deb, we will see you in a couple months, and we can't wait for all of our listeners and watchers of this video to join us. Also, again, oarconference.com, get registered, and we will see you there.
Okay, bye.